Hi, everybody. Welcome
Hey,
to the Parent Crap Fully Loaded Quarantine Edition, coming to you live virtually outside of Chicagoland. I am your host, Jen Malinsky, with my co-host.
Zach Islip.
How you
Hello,
doing,
everyone.
Zach?
Good. How you doing?
Living the dream, my friend. Living the dream. Let me first give you
Exactly.
a toast. It's good to
Oh
see
yeah.
you. It's good
Good
to
to see
talk
you
to
too.
another adult.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend. And cheers to all of you. I hope for this next about 45 minutes or so, we can make you laugh. We can make you escape
Cry.
from the reality of what's going on, have a drink or two. And with that, I would like to initiate a drinking game.
All right. I'm game.
Every time I swear, I would like you to drink.
Okay.
Fuck.
And then every. All right. Well, there you go.
And
And
do you
every
have
time
one?
every time I am off center from camera because I have not figured out how to center myself
No one does.
or just the screen. So every time I'm off, yep. There we go.
There we
Drink.
go. Yeah. Well,
Yep.
Hey
All right.
guys.
oh,
Hey,
hey. Hey,
Dana.
Dana.
Hey.
You look
I'm drinking
great.
too. God bless. There we go. I just wanted to thank you so much for taking over this week. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you made us.
Yeah, it wasn't really an option.
Right.
So,
Cool. Yeah. So I'm just finishing out my Mother's Day week here. Doing
Wait. A week? You get a whole week?
Yeah, it's like right in the title, Mother's Day week. So I'm doing a little self-care. I'm gonna go take a bath. My husband and kid are watching the show, so I'm gonna take care of myself while you all take over. I really appreciate it. Also, my baby feet are kicking in. I'm gonna go peel up my feet in the bathroom. So.
I don't want
Sounds great. I'm so glad you get a chance to relax. We'll take hold of this show for you.
Thank
Sure.
you. You're gonna do great. I'm so appreciative. We've got some great stuff coming up, and
I know.
have fun.
I know. We'll do good.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
You know,
Bye.
this week. Oh, here we go. Drink. Can I get it right?
I don't know, but you're giving me. I'm gonna need Dramamine. It's like I'm nauseous on a ship. How was your week?
It was a special week. Well, yeah, because Carter's birthday is coming up.
Oh, happy birthday, Carter!
Yeah, and that means also that it's the third anniversary of the end of the first time that we did a show together.
That's right. For those of you joining us via YouTube or Twitch, our first run with Zach in the theaters. If you remember that concept, having a show in the theaters.
Yeah.
Our last night, our closing night, Zach got the all clear from his very pregnant wife, Lisa, to hang out at night. He stayed out till about 1:30 in the morning and drove home to find his wife in labor. That was a fun surprise.
And then, we have been in child bliss ever since.
Yes.
But as a special celebration of the 3rd anniversary of that first show, I have sent you all, it should be getting here right about now, strippergrams to your houses. So everyone,
that's disturbing.
Get ready for your special surprise. Don't worry, it won't be weird because I'm just having the male members of the cast go to the female members of the cast, so it won't be awkward at all.
I'm just curious how this strippergram is going to go being 6 feet away and outside.
Probably way better than it would in normal circumstances.
Right. Well, then let me tell you about my week. I dove into the art of cosmetology as far as cutting hair.
Oh, really?
I've only cut hair 3 times in my life. The first time I cut hair was a month ago, the 4-year-old, and I did a good job, I have to say. I cut his hair again, and then Matt wanted me to cut his, and I did not want to, but he made me. So here's a picture.
He wanted to look like a 4-year-old?
I guess so. Here's a picture of me starting to cut his hair. I'm not
Nice.
very confident in my skills. This is us during the haircut. It looks like he has a bald spot a little bit, but that's only because I realized with much prompting that I have to follow the guide and not his head. And I will say that looks a little bald, but it's also just like his hair's a little blonder there anyway, so it's really not bald. But this is what he looks like at the end. Like, I didn't do a bad job. And it's going to grow back.
No, he looks great. That's the best I've seen him look.
That's right. I love my husband. He's so cute.
How's
your week going?
Terrible. We are potty training Carter. So yeah,
How's that?
it's
Yeah,
been
I
brutal.
gotta say, we didn't have bad luck with potty training. I'm one of
Really?
those people that it was okay. It was Keegan was great, Liam was okay, but it wasn't bad. So
Well,
what's
we might have waited too long or something. I don't know. We made three major mistakes. Number one, we had this little mini toilet. It looks like a replica toilet just shrunk
yeah,
down for
we had it's
little
white,
person.
right? And it actually
Yeah,
flushes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It
Well,
makes
it makes the
noises.
sound of flushing. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
We have that too.
Not realizing. I mean, kind of realizing like, well, he's gonna go in that, and we're gonna have to put that in the toilet. Okay, whatever. But we didn't realize one that this kid takes poops like a trucker. Like
Right.
his shits are bigger than mine. I will say that.
I can
And
relate to that. Yes.
he was terrified of doing it, so he refused to shit for like 3 days. So it became
You're
like
saying shit a
impacted.
lot, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, we got to catch up.
Mhm.
It got impacted, and so when he went, it was like 2x4. It was so hard and it was so big. It literally like lifted him up off of the potty, and he didn't know how to. He didn't know what was happening. He was
Zach,
terrified. And he's
I'm
still
gonna call.
peeing, so he's
I'm
just like,
calling BS on this. There is no way there's
swear
a
to
turd
God.
that is that strong that's going to lift your son up like a pole vault. I'm
Where,
calling bullshit.
I'm not.
Bullshit
It's
on
not
that.
like it's not the propulsion of it. It was like it hit the bottom and then it wasn't going anywhere, so he
I'm
didn't
not
know what
talking
to
about the
do. So he got
propulsion. I'm talking
confused.
about the actual mat. Okay, welcome everyone.
It didn't.
Welcome to this show. Fully loaded.
I'm telling you, it didn't bend. He just kept. He's like, oh God, he's just doing this, and then he's still peeing. So he's just peeing all over the floor. His poop is just like up and then wraps around and like falls on top of the toilet. I mean, it was just an absolute mess. So that was mistake number one.
I just want to remind our viewers too on Twitch and YouTube that there is a chat feature. If you would like to comment on this ridiculous story, please go right ahead. And if you have any tips for us, anything that you've experienced, if you've experienced crap wrapping around the toilet, please feel free to chat.
And just
you know what else is kind of crappy right now is e-learning and this whole experience that we're all trying to learn at home. You may not have it because you have small kids, but I have e-learning with my preschooler and my middle schooler, and it's really difficult to get them into a school environment. But yeah, there's so many different variations of it, and I will say we have a clip that shows us one parent and her child's e-learning. So let's take a look at that.
Oh, hi, Rebecca.
Oh.
Is Frederick there?
Hi. Yeah.
Today we're going to be doing a lesson about big feelings.
Okay. Frederick, your teacher's ready for your lesson. Your beautiful, amazing teacher with her big, beautiful feelings and perfect life, and she's probably doing really well right now.
Oh, it sounds like you're having some big feelings too.
Oh, I am so sorry. I thought I pushed the mute button and I didn't even realize it was on. Oh my gosh, I feel so terrible. I'm really, really sorry.
Thank you for saying that. If I'm being honest, trying to teach kindergartners through the internet is driving me insane. I just want to pull my hair out.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's just been like, I get so stressed and it's so overwhelming and I just want to punch my kid in the face, but I can't because then I go to jail. Oh, gosh.
I can understand why you'd feel that way. Is Frederick ready for his lesson?
Frederick!
I do have to give it up. I have to give it up to the teachers. This is a really hard medium. I mean, for even trying to do the show over the internet, I can't imagine teachers trying to work with kids besides their students, their own kids too. So cheers to you, all the teachers out there.
Exactly. Heroes.
They are everyday heroes, Zach. You're right.
Well, yeah. Well, speaking of heroes, I saw in the news that John Krasinski, he has like a good news Zoom thing, right?
Yep.
And it apparently created a bidding war for his news service. So we should do that, and so you should.
I don't know if anyone.
You should be better.
I don't know if anyone's going to fund us with your crap stories. I got to be honest.
There's some people out there, maybe some German gentlemen. Well, anyway, speaking of good news, the only good news I have is that my 2-year-old does not lie, because he will tell me the truth always. I'll ask him, did you take that from your sister? And he'll say, yes, I took that from her, and I hit her with this.
Yeah.
So I never have to guess what's happening. But
not my kids.
Yeah, I know. You're going to read a portion of my favorite book, My 4-Year-Old Lies. So
thanks.
I'd love to see that right now.
Sure.
Do it.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Just sitting in my favorite rocking chair and reading my favorite book, My 4-Year-Old Lies. It's all about me and my 4-year-old who lies. We open on Liam walking up the stairs from the basement with his shorts and underwear in his hands. I ask, Liam, what are you doing? Liam responds, there's poop in my pants. The camera zooms in and sees evidence of a sharding incident. Mom says, did you poop your pants? Liam says, no. Keegan did it. Mom says, Keegan, your 11-year-old brother pooped in your pants. Liam replies, yeah, he naughty. Liam hands the shark-filled pants to his mom and turns to walk away. As he walks away, poop is all over his juicy booty and thigh.
The joys of parenthood.
I love that little kid. He's
yeah,
the best.
Me too. Cheers.
Ah,
cheers.
Thanks so much. He's the best.
Well, speaking of shit stories, let me tell you part 2 of mine.
God.
The second mistake we made, so we got rid of the little potty, and we got the seat that you put on the regular toilet.
Yes, it's the best because it has a magnet, and so when you open up the toilet, adults, it's a regular size potty, but then for kids, they just have to pull the top part down. Yes, I'm with you.
There's a little, you put them up there, but there's a splash guard for peeing, so he doesn't pee everywhere. Well, I don't know. The design flaw is I can't see what's going on. I just, I have to trust that he knows what he's doing. And this is a person that has been shitting his pants for 2.5 years. He doesn't know what's happening. So he tells me he's done. This happened multiple occasions. He tells me, I'm done. Are you done? I'm done. No more poops? No more poops. Okay, I get him off, set him down. All of a sudden, a poop falls out. He wasn't done. Somehow he didn't know he wasn't done, so there's a poop on my floor, and I have to clean that up now. And then, so that's fun. Also,
you know that kids learn by example, right, Zach?
I can promise you that I have never let him watch me shit on the floor.
But I'm sure
the other
he's
thing
probably caught you. So
I don't know what his weird things are. But the other thing we're learning is, I don't know, no one taught me this because I've been using wipes to clean them up with diapers. Like transitioning to toilet paper, like his asshole is like sandpaper. It's just destroying toilet paper. It's like a tiger's tongue. And that takes us to our next video about Daniel Tiger. Amazing transition, am I right?
I'm drinking to that terrible transition.
Mommy, I had a nightmare.
Oh no, do you want to tell me about it?
No. Can I sleep with you?
No, I don't think so, honey. Come on, I'll tuck you back in.
No, I'll just get in with you.
Okay, great.
I can't get the nightmare out of my head.
Oh no, what was it?
It was from my tiger show.
Daniel Tiger? I'm sorry, honey, what happened?
He was nice to everybody, Mommy.
Yes, I know, he is.
But they were mean to him.
They were? Who?
All of them. They took his money and his stuff and his animals and stuff.
Who did, honey? I don't remember that part.
Carol and Jeff.
Carol and Jeff? Who is Jeff, the mailman?
No, Mommy, and his husband. He shot himself in the head, Mommy.
Wait, what?
Yes, Travis. He's dead and meth.
What the... Wait, John? John, wake up. What show did you let him watch this afternoon?
His tiger show.
Daniel Tiger?
Yeah, that one. The Tiger King Daniel, or whatever.
Tiger King or Daniel Tiger, John? They are not the same.
I don't know. Can we talk about this in the morning? I just said Tiger and then played whatever was on Netflix. Why? What's going on?
John, our son just had a nightmare about a meth-addicted gay tiger trader who is currently being held in a federal prison for putting out a hit on an animal rights activist in Florida.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Carol Baskin must die.
John!
Oh, no, kiddo. I'm sorry. That show wasn't real. I mean, it wasn't for you or for kids. I mean, it was real, but not for kids. Oh, jeez. I mean, sometimes bad things happen to good people, James.
Like Carol, Daddy?
Kind of, yes.
So she was good?
Well, it's complicated.
Because she killed her husband and fed him to the tigers?
Oh my God.
Well, yes. I mean, I don't know. I mean, nobody knows. I mean, probably she did. Anyway, the bottom line is you can't tell anyone that you watch that show. Okay, James?
Okay, Daddy.
Okay, good. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, right, James?
Yes, especially once they got rid of Carol.
Carol effing Baskin. I saw a meme a while ago, and it was, we would have a cure for this COVID, and you know why we don't? Carol fucking Baskin. That documentary was crazy. And I'm sure you've seen it. We've all seen it. We had to have seen it. But you know what else is a little, what'd you say?
It's required. I'm not sure you can
I do.
storm your house.
It's quarantine required viewing material. You know
the,
what else is?
The police department showed up at my house and made me watch it.
I think they did, yeah. I remember you showing video of that. You know what else is crazy too? Besides making us watch The Tiger King, I feel like we've also all noticed things throughout the day that were, homebound that we never would have noticed before. Like specific things. Like I noticed that the Fridays that the garbage, the Department of Sanitation, that they're a little lax. So usually garbage comes for me at around 9:15, 9:30, then recycling comes, and then the yard refuse comes. But yesterday, the yard refuse came at 3:45 p.m. and I caught myself being like, you are a good 7 hours behind schedule. What's going on here, guys? I don't care about that. I would never care about that. Just pick it up whenever you can. But now I'm focusing on small things like that.
Well, literally right before this thing started, 3 cars were like back to back to back in front of my window, and I was like, "What's going on? Like, do we need to call somebody? Like, Lisa, what? You want to call the cops? What's going on? 3 cars, 3 cars."
Right. So it's like maybe it's a good thing from a neighborhood watch perspective, but it's also kind of a bad thing. Like we got to get a grip on reality here.
Yeah.
But here, this next clip is all about other people and what they've noticed.
Yeah, that's it.
There he is. Old man Charlie. And Sonny, too. Yeah, I got him. I got them both. Gonna call the city on them. Outside, no mask, cutting grass. Yeah, come on, Auntie, come get him. Call the city.
Hello? Yeah, Auntie Lolo. Yeah. Lord. Yeah. Got a question. Are we supposed to be outside cutting grass? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Damn. I'll get you next time, Charlie. Yes, I will.
Man, look at him doing his garbage. That's all he does all week. The only thing he does is bring that garbage up. So he does it in stages. He brings it out to his garage, and then hours later he brings it to right in front of his cars, and then after that he brings it to the street. It's like all he has to do is that garbage. So sad. Get a hobby. Let's watch him.
They're back out there again. Their children are so sweet. I hate them.
Oh, that's nice. Older couple walking down the sidewalk. Why aren't they wearing masks? You're gonna die! Just put on a mask, okay?
That dirty hipster's back out there in her hammock. Wait for it. Yep. PBR. What is this, 2011?
Listen to those church bells. Ding, 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 ding. They added another ding. What are they playing at? What are they playing at?
Run! Get exercise! Avoid people!
I would never let my children play in the road for that long.
Look, the squirrels are playing in the neighbor's yard again. They always play in the neighbor's yard. Squirrels like the neighbors more than us?
No, they don't.
You sure? Are they feeding them?
Very old.
Should we feed them?
No, we can't feed them.
I don't like squirrels.
You like those?
Can squirrels tell if you don't like them? Lisa, can squirrels tell if you don't like them?
No, that's a very cute dog. That's very cute. Okay. Okay. Well, that's better. I like dogs.
How does their grass look that good with the little monsters that they have for children? I mean, look at it.
This guy has walked past our house 7 times in the last day. He's doing drugs, right? He's selling drugs. That's the only logic. I mean, he could live here. That's fine too. Okay. Okay.
Every day, the same kid. Every day, doing the same thing. Every day, up and down the block. Every day with the same car. Every day in the same hoodie. Every day. Every Monday. Every Sunday. Every Thursday. Every Friday. What day is this?
Hey, kid, what day is it today?
Really, Dad? It's Wednesday. And why do you still have on your bathrobe?
I do what I want to do.
It's a new norm. It's a new norm for all of us.
You know, true story. I met my neighbors. We've lived in this house for 3 years. We just met our neighbors. Just learned their names 3 days ago. So
That's a good thing, though. I mean, I think
No, it's good.
it's forcing us all to get to know each other, and
They're super
rely
nice.
on
They
each
gave
other.
they gave the kids some toys, some sidewalk chalk, and some bubbles and stuff. They're
That's
super
really
nice.
nice.
It's crazy that we had not met them until now.
Ah, here's to you, neighbors.
Yeah,
Good for
neighbor.
you. Neighbors. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
gotta love them.
Yeah, neighbors are good. You know what's not good?
Tantrums.
Tantrums. As you guys know, I have a 2-year-old going on 3-year-old, and it's his favorite thing in the world to do is to have hissy fits.
There's 4 of us in this house, 2 dogs and a fish, and the 6 of us, 7 if you count the fish. I'm swearing too much. I'm sorry. The 7 of us, even that effing fish, I feel like we've all had it. We've all had meltdowns.
Yeah, I have to. So I don't think we're alone, and that's why we have a local expert with us, Dr. Suzanne Kraft, who's going to talk about tantrums and meltdowns because she is an expert. So, Suzanne, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Dr. Kraft.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right. Tell us.
So I have to ask, is it true you have a doctorate in temper tantrums?
Kind of. I mean, in the scientific world, we refer to it as emotional distress syndrome, or EDS.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna call them hissy fits.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things people call them, but in general, they're emotional outbursts, usually associated with those people who are in emotional distress. So you guys are familiar with this, right? But they're typically characterized by stubbornness, crying, screaming, and in some cases hitting, and other physically violent behavior.
Oh God, I mean, 100%. I can relate to this. I mean, and so given the current situation of everything, I would assume it's safe to say that everyone is familiar or possibly going through some sort of EDS.
Very much so. And the most important thing is to note that this is a totally normal reaction to living in the face of a global pandemic.
Okay, good to know.
So even for adults?
Even for adults. Why don't you guys tell me about some of the EDS episodes that your family has faced this week, and I'll tell you if they're normal or not.
Okay.
I'm not sure I like that. I'm not sure my family can stand up to the scrutiny of normal.
Well, this is just, an exercise. We're gonna go with it. Let's just go with it, Zach.
Okay. All right. Let's play. Let's do it.
So you go first.
Okay. How about this one? My son had a meltdown because I gave him a special treat. It was a starburst, and it was delicious. But he lost his mind for like an hour because you know what? You know what? Because it was yellow. So is that normal?
It is. It's normal. I mean, shades of color can be a trigger for children facing deep stress in times of change and uncertainty. So it's totally understandable.
I just want to say that's a pretty shitty treat, Zach. Starburst, give him some chocolate for Christ's sake. And I will say the yellow one. Who likes the yellow ones? Nobody does.
I like the yellow one. Okay.
Well, that explains
Good
a lot.
flavor. Well, anyway, whatever. But I am shocked that is normal. That I would not have thought that. Thanks, Doc.
You bet. All right, Jen, your turn.
Okay. So my youngest, Liam, is 4, and he had an EDS episode, like the screaming and kicking kind, because I threw away his used Band-Aid that fell off. Used Band-Aid that had fallen off. So I can't put it back on. And when I say used, it was really used. So I'm the asshole for throwing it out.
Yes, this is also totally normal.
What? No, that's normal? The Band-Aid. The used Band-Aid. Used Band-Aid. You caught that part, right? Used?
Used, yes.
Severely.
But think about it this way.
I'm scared now for your for Liam.
Yeah. I mean, think about it this way. He's a small boy, right? He's feeling out of control during this time. And that small bandage was for a time part of his actual body, right? So the removal of it and the ultimate disposal of it may have been a trigger for him that he was not in control of his own body. And this can be a very disorienting feeling during times like these.
Oh my gosh. I mean, that really makes a lot of sense. I just feel so bad for the little guy. Oh.
Yes, I know. Empathy is often a great healer in these cases of EDS.
Okay, I got one for you. So, another Amazon package shows up on my doorstep. I open it up. It's another container of hand sanitizer. We now have, I don't know, 15 gallons of hand sanitizer in my house. So I kind of lose it a little bit. I start yelling. I throw the box in the yard. I start yelling at my wife, the neighbors, the dog, whoever's passing by. I kind of lost it for a little bit there. So is that normal?
Well, I'm gonna say I know you, and that just sounds childish to me, as opposed to normal.
Well, you can shut up and let's talk to the doctor, because she's gonna say it's normal. She said that everything else is normal.
Now, I mean, would you call this EDS right now with him, or again, him just?
I'm about to lose it on all of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Zach, this one is really more of an overreaction. So I can't really find anything in your story that I would identify as like an EDS trigger. So no, I would say this is not normal.
Right?
Are you serious?
That's right. Just a self-indulgent hissy fit, Zach. Does that fit your profile?
You guys suck. No, that doesn't fit anything. That fits a big bag of BS. That fits.
Well, I mean, I think you know that you were being a bit obstinate in this situation, and I think you owe it to your family and those that you yelled at an apology. I mean, otherwise you may trigger their own EDS. So be thinking of others as well as we're trying to control our behaviors.
That's so well said. So well said, Dr. Kraft. Thank you so much for coming here. I really appreciate you helping us through this. It's a very difficult time for all of us, and I think it's safe to say that we'll continue experiencing a lot of these EDS moments, and I'm sure you will not be a stranger to us in the future.
Please be a stranger. Don't come back.
Thank you, Dr. Kraft. Are you kidding me? Are you? Just play along.
I'm gonna have an EDS moment right now. I'm gonna.
Yeah. You are having an EDS moment. My goodness. I mean, you're acting like a child. You're acting like a 4-year-old. And do you know what 4-year-olds love?
Candy.
Mr. Dan. Are you familiar with Mr. Dan?
Yes, Mr. Dan's the best.
He is bad. He's really talented, I gotta say.
He is.
So, have you seen his latest?
No, I want to see it.
Yeah, I'll show you. Here.
Hi there, boys and girls. It's your old pal, Mr. Dan from Mr. Dan's Music Experience. And I know it's been a long time since we've been able to be together. What I'm counting on from you boys and girls is perhaps you'll join me for a new venture from Mr. Dan's. And I'm calling it Mr. Dan's Virtual Music Experience. And don't worry, we're going to sing all your favorite songs. Mr. Dan has had a lot of time in quarantine to think up some new twists to some old favorites. Bye-bye, black sheep, have you any wool? No, sir, it's ventilators, our factory must full. One for the farmer with COVID-19. One for the little boy who went to get ice cream. Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? No, sir, it's ventilators, their factory must pull. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. He left his mask and his web before he went out. He's in quarantine for at least 14 days, and the itsy bitsy spider's lungs are all ablaze. We're the Republicans marching, marching. We're the Republicans, and what do you think of that? We're the Republicans marching, marching. We're the Republicans. We think the earth is flat. We think the earth is flat. It's an election year. The Democrats we fear. Social distancing's a myth and our economy is strong. Head, lungs, and COVID toes, COVID toes. Head, lungs, and COVID toes, COVID toes. These are symptoms that you should know. Head, lungs, and COVID toes, COVID toes. I'll see you soon.
Mr. Dan, did you see that price? $200. It's a little
Worth
steep.
it. I'm ordering right now. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna call and order that. That's amazing.
Can
Makes me happy.
Can I pirate that shit off you?
Of course, yeah. I'll do like it. Everybody just. I'll give up my email and everybody just contact me and I'll give it to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So you ready for part 3 of potty training? The third mistake we made. It's the worst one yet.
I mean, I can't speak for any viewers, but you're going to tell me anyway, so.
Yes, it's inevitable. It's a runaway train. All right, so.
100%, yes.
So we bought the seats for upstairs, but we needed one for downstairs. So Lisa bought this one. You can like plop in. It's got Sesame Street characters on it, and
so let me ask you real quick, as a segue, is this supposed to motivate him? Like, I'm gonna rub my ass all over Elmo.
I don't know. It's like, I guess supposed to.
Or it's just like, it's probably for them in their mentality. Like, I have a friend going to the bathroom with me, but in reality, he's rubbing his ass all over Cookie and Elmo and everyone. So it's kind of disrespectful.
It's funny that you say that because that backfires on us big time, and you will see how. So we get him up there. She gets it. We get him up there. There's like a separate splash guard that we forgot to install.
Can we also say splash guard is really disgusting?
It's really disgusting, but it's so necessary. So it's chaos. Like, we put him up there.
Chaos.
He's on it, and he's like just starting to go. And then Avery, my daughter, who is a year and a half, she sees him, runs into the bathroom, and sees all of her favorite Sesame Street characters.
Of course.
So she runs over to the thing and is just pointing them out. Rover, Big Bird. As he's peeing, he proceeds to pee all over her, and she's just there happily like, oh, it's him and Elmo and this, and there's just pee going all over him, all over her. It was a nightmare, and it's just so sweet. Her little, she didn't even blink, didn't bat an eye, just was falling in love with her Sesame Street.
It sounds to me, yes, this is chaos. And we all know with kids, potty training is chaos, and these moments happen very quickly. But it sounds to me, the way you're presenting this, that you just sit back in an armchair and a bucket of popcorn and just let the madness unfold without really guiding them?
Because this was like, he started peeing before he got to the pot. So I was like trying to clean up pee so she didn't get into that. And then she ran into the fire and he was just peeing, and then he started peeing on her and peeing on the floor, and it's just
I don't need to hear about your toddler golden showers. It's really disturbing.
No.
What other kids shows do your kids watch? Because let's be honest, screen time is like 100% at this point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So besides Sesame Street, what's a good show?
They watch Cody Carson, something like that. He loves
I don't even know that.
The Car.
Like, what else?
The Car family.
What's another good show?
Well, he loves Daniel Tiger. I mean, that's his go-to.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that. So Liam will watch it every now and again, but what he does is he puts it on and then he leaves the room. And he could be in the depths of the basement and he can hear us turn it off, and he will be like, you know, like a coyote or a wolf howling. So we have to leave it on. So he did that the other day, and my 12-year-old and I watched it. And I don't know if you've seen this episode. Take a look and let me know.
All right, yeah.
So Liam left the room, and we're watching this alone now?
Yeah, if he turns it off, he's going to scream at us for the next hour or so, so he had no choice.
Why is he on a trolley all by himself? That's bad parenting. And there's no driver. I mean, I know it's the land of make-believe, but why is his dad as big as the clock tower he works in?
I don't know.
So, you know that Mr. Rogers is like an American treasure. And this show was very innovative and ahead of its time to teach kids about their feelings. What the hell happened? So this is my question. Why, he's going to the beach, right?
Yeah.
He's got a swim shirt and swim trunks.
Yeah.
But why is he strutting around town with no pants and just a zip-up hoodie when he's not going to the beach? He's just letting his tiger dong hang out. Walking around completely naked from the waist down. So why even put clothes on him is my point. Or why is he even wearing pants to go swimming? If he doesn't wear pants every other day.
There's no point.
And now he's high.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's trouble in make-believe land. It's raining. But she's got pants on. She's got a shirt and pants.
Dude, was just more like annoyed that she has to spend more time with her son.
Listen, I get you. I get you, Mama Tiger. Now let me ask you, when you've been angry and had tantrums, would you listen to me sing you a song and would you follow it?
No.
1, 2. How are they calmed down at the same time? Shut the door. It's raining, so either go out in the rain, it's not going to hurt you, or shut the door.
Finally, they closed the door.
Thank God. Oh, no, Daniel. Oh, you're gonna get it. You bringing sand in the house? Oh, there's gonna be a tiger beating. Carol Baskin is gonna come and kill you. Oh yeah, mom's getting angry.
Oh, you gonna get it now.
Listen, I don't care. I love you, and you know that. But I'm telling you right now, if you brought sand in the house, there is no song or countdown in the world that's going to make me okay and not throw that mixing bowl across the room. And how dare you, if I'm mad, for you then to look at me and go, your face looks funny. Earmuffs. Earmuffs. Fuck you, Daniel. Fuck you. You know what looks weird? You in shorts. And you walking around with your tiger dong hanging out with your little zip-up hoodie. That's what looks weird. And also, you're wearing a watch. I didn't tell you earmuffs.
Scoop up the sand too, please. Okay. Only scoop up the sand, will ya? Scoop, scoop, scoop.
We have sand in the RV from 3 years ago that will not disappear, and they did it in 2 little sweeps.
I want to.
Hell no. Have you ever tried? You can't even wash a dish, and you're gonna clean up sand? F you. F you, Daniel Tiger.
There's a cat theme tonight. There's a tiger theme.
Tiger theme, yeah.
Do you know what brings me a lot of joy is Bina, who you saw, who's relaxing in the tub right now and gives 2 shits about us.
And has baby feet, I've heard.
Right. She has a cat. And nothing brings me more joy than to have a video conference with her and see that cat just walk across and rub its tail all over her face.
Or mess with their stuff.
It brings me an immense amount of joy.
Me too.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Do you know what else? I don't know.
This show brought me a lot of joy. I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
I don't think that we'll be asked to do it again, but it was a hell of a ride.
We're not going to have bidding wars like John Krasinski. But, I mean, what's your honest opinion? Like, I think Mr. Rogers is a treasure, and I think what he did was phenomenal, but I can't get behind Daniel Tiger.
To be honest, Carter watches it all the time. I have never actually watched an episode. That's when Dad goes into his little
private time,
where I imagine I won the lottery and I'm like thousands of miles away from here. And
well, I mean, to be honest,
so
it
I
sounds
have
like
no
you
idea.
have a lot of private time, especially when your kids go to the bathroom. But besides
that's what I go.
I mean, it teaches them about feelings, which I think is great. But I can't. Daniel is the worst. And do you know what else is the worst?
What's the worst?
Babies.
Oh God.
But I mean, babies who think that they're better than us. Because I think on some level they don't know how to communicate it, but I think they're like,
yeah, they're basically giving us the finger. Yeah, they're giving us their little baby fingers.
Right, and you notice, my niece just had her first baby, and there's a video, and the baby's drinking the bottle, and it suddenly goes like this. That's planned. They know what they're doing. And then they're like, oh, wipe my butt. Because they're in charge. I mean, would your wife say, hey, would you say to Lisa, wipe my butt? What is she going to say? No. Well, but that baby cries and she goes over there and does it. Like, they think they're smarter than us.
They clearly are smarter than us.
Well, what do you mean?
Well,
like, is there proof? Is there proof that babies are smarter than us?
It's happening. I mean, I have requested everyone in my family, top to bottom, my butt, no one has, but that baby, she's getting everything. She's getting fed, she's getting put down for nap. I want to take a nap. I'm dying to take a nap. I'll take a nap right now.
I think you have. I think I'm talking to you while dreaming, because this is a bit of a fever dream. But this clip, I don't know if you saw this clip. This clip touts to be footage of the smartest baby.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Let's see it. Let's see how.
Miles Jordan here in Lake Minnetonka at a picturesque Midwestern home that claims to be the home away from home to the smartest baby in the world. Skeptical? Well, we were too until we found out what's inside this house. Now, if you'll join us very quickly for a brief sojourn into the home of the smartest baby in the world.
Meet Esmeralda, a baby of only 8 months. Here she is showing me her third puzzle, and here she is completing her fourth at 8 a.m.
So what are your names?
Brian Lafette.
Okay.
And I am Isabella Lafette.
All right, and we have little Esmeralda here. Now, do you give her some snacks before you prepare dinner for her, or?
Well, usually Esmeralda starts making dinner at around 6.
She's quite the gourmet cook. But of course she only does this after she finishes our bookkeeping. I mean, we must keep a schedule. It's very important to nurture the young genius mind.
Wait, makes dinner? Bookkeeping? That's right. Here Esmeralda is doing the bookkeeping for both of her parents. Different forms, different taxes. And here she is crawling to her prep station, getting ready to prepare the food for the day. Selecting the ripest pepper she can find and showing off her knife skills, Esmeralda is no stranger to the kitchen. Not at all. In fact, she stirs her soup and makes sure to give it a nice little taste to make sure all the flavors are on point. That's tasty.
So I noticed young Esmeralda working on some puzzles earlier. Is that important for her development?
Oh, yes. I mean, everyone needs a bit of a break during the day, just something you do to relax and have fun. Mm-hmm. They're not always fun, though. She sometimes does get a little bothered if she doesn't get them as quickly done as she likes.
Oh.
But, there's always a nice drive to cool off, right?
I'm sorry, what? You heard that right, folks. Esmeralda gets in her car, the family van, moves the seat up, collects the keys, and then makes sure that her seatbelt is fastened and she's ready to put the key in the ignition and go for a nice little drive. This reporter is convinced that this baby knows what she's doing and is most definitely the smartest baby in the world.
I want
babies.
that baby.
I know. I want
baby.
that baby. We all do.
It
It's
works.
a cute baby. Cute
It's
baby.
smarter. It makes me want to do things for it, so it is the
It's true. That's the lure.
I want to serve it as my master.
Well, I want to thank all of you from joining us from
Yeah.
all corners of the globe, in your
Three
house.
people who watch this.
During the quarantine. Thank you for spending your Saturday with us, Memorial Day Saturday, even though where else are you going to go? But before we sign off, I have to give a special shout out to my mother-in-law, who is my mom, Martha. She turns 80 today.
Yay!
Happy birthday, Martha. Look at that little cherub flanked by her grandsons.
Happy birthday, Martha.
Oh, she's
That's
a special lady. A special lady who still dances. That lady's got better moves than J-Lo. So happy birthday to you, Martha. We hope we can celebrate with you very soon. Our next show will be on June 6th and probably virtually as well, given that our state's still a little behind in opening things up, and who knows what Lori Lightfoot has in hand for Chicago. Yep. So look forward to some mom workouts along with some more doll theater or toy theater like we saw with the Legos. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Parent Crap. A very special thank you to the Annoyance Theater for letting us do this. Also, our wonderful tech director, Sam. You get a special ring of the bell. Sam, not the cat.
Thank you.
Sam, not the cat. Thank you so much.
He's a person.
And Zach, cheers to you and your awful parenting.
Cheers to you and your awful parenting.
Thank you.
May,
Thank you, Zach.
May our kids survive.
Oh,
may they not be taken by the state.
That's right. We will leave you all with our clip of the week. Have a good week, everyone.